Hey everybody, how's it going? It's me, your guy Waddles, and welcome to another video and an insanely cursed overworld. Last year I made a video where I answered some of the most googled questions about Minecraft. It was really fun and you guys seemed to like it. So today, only about 3 or 4 months later, we're making a sequel. Today I'll be answering some of the biggest questions about the Nether. If you enjoyed the answering questions videos, let me know by dropping a like. If we can hit like 4,000 likes, I'll make a sequel sooner than I did this time. And as always, check out the merch, it's below the video. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Initially, when I was writing this video, I wanted it to be all about the upcoming Nether update, but that didn't work out. There just aren't enough questions about it quite yet. So we're going to start with 2 questions about the Nether update, and then we'll move into the current Nether. If you're watching this in the future, just know that some of this might be changed. This is before the Nether update happened. The first question is all about the Nether update release date. It seems that a lot of people were googling this, and definitely a lot of people have been asking this in my comment section. Unfortunately, there is no Nether update release date quite yet. The devs have said nothing about this for both Java or Bedrock. The update will be coming to both platforms, but we have no idea as to when. If you trapped me in a box and wouldn't let me out until I took a guess, well, I'd probably guess the summer this year or maybe even later. But I don't know, that's just my guess. The next question has to do with the Nether update biomes. As of the recording of this video, we know about 3 new biomes that are coming to the Nether. The first biome is the Soul Sand Valley biome. This biome looks awesome. It looks like a giant cave with soul sand everywhere. At this point in time, in the Soul Sand Valley, it looks like we'll find our current soul sand and then a brand new variant. There'll be fossils and giant pillars of stone connecting the floor and the ceiling. Blue fire will exist in this biome as well. The next biome that we know about is currently known as the Red Netherwart Forest. The Red Netherwart Forest has giant trees that look like they're made out of netherwart blocks. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of plant life inside of this biome, and currently a lot of red. I really hope the devs mix in another color just to break things up. The final biome that we currently know about is pretty similar to the Red Netherwart Forest, but it's blue. This is the Blue Netherwart Forest. The Blue Netherwart Forest is, again, just like the Red Netherwart Forest, but blue. There's tons of life here, and some really cool looking tree or mushroom structures. Not too sure what they are, but they definitely look cool. Inside of these biomes, we'll also be able to find nether vines. Nether vines were teased on Twitter at the end of last year. But enough about the future. Now let's talk current day. The first question is, how do you make a nether portal? Making a nether portal in Minecraft is actually pretty simple, but first you'll need to have a diamond pickaxe and probably a water bucket as well. To start, find a pit of lava in your world. If you have a pit of lava on the surface, that'll be perfect. If you don't, then start digging down. Lava generates at the bottom of every single Minecraft world, but not everywhere. The easiest way to find lava if you don't have a lead on it is to start digging down. Dig down all the way to about Y10 in your world or until you hit a cave system. Once you hit a cave system, or in our case a mine shaft, start looking around for lava. Now lava, just like this, that'll do, but ideally you're looking for something that's a little bit more lava than that. If you can hear lava noises, then you're in luck. Start digging around until you actually find the lava. Now once you found lava, dump water on it, pick the water back up, break a block right next to the obsidian that you're about to mine, place the water back down, and start mining. Now, you need a diamond pickaxe to mine obsidian. You'll need to collect at least 10 obsidian to make a nether portal, so get 10 of this stuff. Now, you don't have to stop at 10 obsidian, you could get way more. Nether portals come in many shapes and sizes, but after you've found your obsidian, it's time to head back up to the surface and start breaking gravel. Now, if you don't have any gravel stockpiled, then go find some in a cave system. You're looking for a single piece of flint. Sometimes it can take a while, but all you need to do is break gravel. When you break gravel, it has a chance to drop as flint instead of a gravel block. After getting a single piece of flint, find a single piece of iron. With those 2 things, go into a crafting table and craft a flint and steel. Now it's time to actually make our nether portal. Like I just mentioned, nether portals come in many shapes and sizes, but it needs to be at least 2 blocks wide and 3 blocks tall. You can skip the corners, but if you skip the corners, your world will end, so don't skip the corners. Hey, that's not true at all. Don't listen to him. You can skip the corners if you have to, but just try not to. It looks much better with corners. After you've made something that looks like this, use your flint and steel on the middle of the portal and it will activate. That's how you make a nether portal. Now, a lot of people seem to be wondering about nether portal size, but not at the small end. Pretty much everybody knows that this portal right behind me is the smallest a portal can be. But how big can a nether portal be? Well, a nether portal can be up to this big. Nether portals can have a maximum internal size of 21 blocks. So, yeah, you have quite a bit of room to get creative with these things. Don't worry. Also, that causes a lot of lag. That's pretty crazy. Once you're inside of the nether, you're probably going to want to start looking for things. One thing that a lot of people seem to be looking for is the nether fortress. Now, in my opinion, there are two main ways to locate a nether fortress in Minecraft. Method number one involves the lava ocean. When a nether fortress generates, it will generate with tall nether brick pillars coming out of the lava ocean. So one easy way to spot these things is to head down to the lava ocean in your nether. It'll be pretty deep inside of the nether, and then start looking around for the pillars. It might help to up your render distance to something that is really high so you can see farther, but your game might lag a little bit, so just be careful. Sometimes this method doesn't work though, like right here, it doesn't look like there's another fortress anywhere, which is kind of a bummer. The other way to locate another fortress involves a whole lot more strategy. Nether fortresses tend to cluster together in strips that run along the Z-axis in Minecraft. So the north and south axis, take a look at my Z coordinate, it's going up and down. That's where nether fortresses tend to cluster. That means the best way to find the first nether fortress within a world would be to travel either diagonally east or diagonally west until you find one. Once you find a nether fortress, try traveling north or south from that first fortress to find more. Remember, they spawn usually in clusters along the Z-axis. Now this won't always work, but it's better than nothing. If you have access to night vision potions, drinking one in the nether will make this dimension look like this. Once this dimension looks like this, nether bricks stand out quite a bit, so that might help as well, but you'll probably have to find another fortress before you can actually make a night vision potion. For the rest of this video, I'll have this night vision effect on so you guys can actually see things while I'm in the nether. The next two questions have to do with nether wart. The first question is, where do you find nether wart? So to find nether wart, you'll need to find a nether fortress. Nether wart generates within a specific room type in nether fortresses. This is the room that you're looking for right here. It is the room with the staircase and with two planting beds on either side of the staircase. Now the next question is, how do you grow nether wart? To grow nether wart, you'll need soul sand. If you don't have any soul sand yet, I definitely recommend grabbing the soul sand that generates in the room with the nether warts. You'll have the perfect amount to replant your nether warts. These strange plants can be planted both in the nether and in the overworld. Their growth cannot be sped up with bone meal, so you'll just have to be patient. Now let's talk about potions. The question is, how do you make potions? Now to make potions, first you'll need to craft a brewing stand. To craft a brewing stand, you'll need 3 cobblestone and a single blaze rod. Now luckily, if you found a nether fortress, you're in the right place to get your hands on a blaze rod. Look around inside of your nether fortress for blaze. Now, be careful. Blaze will deal a lot of damage when you touch them. They have a ranged attack as well. Their ranged attack is fireballs, but the fireballs are pretty easy to dodge. Get rid of the blaze and you have a chance to get a blaze rod. Without looting, a single blaze has the chance to drop either 0 or 1 blaze rod. If you have a looting sword, ideally looting 3, you'll get even more blaze rods than you would without the looting enchantment. If you're using a plain old sword, this can sometimes take some time, so just be patient. Eventually, you'll get it. Blaze will spawn all over these fortresses, and blaze spawners are also located in these structures. After you found your first blaze rod, craft a brewing stand. After that, go get more blaze rods, because you actually need blaze powder to fuel these things. A single blaze powder will go over here in this top left slot. That is basically your fuel, so if this were a furnace, that would be your coal. After placing some fuel inside of the brewing stand, place 3 water bottles in the bottom of this thing. Now it's potion time. There are many different potions in Minecraft, and these potions have different recipes. But usually, with most potions, you'll start by putting a nether wart inside of a brewing stand. So remember those things you found? Make sure you have a decent farm for them. You'll need a lot of them to craft a lot of potions. Now, we wait. This arrow will fill up, and then once this arrow fills up, these water bottles turn into awkward potions. Now, awkward potions are pretty much useless. Once you have awkward potions down here, add your final ingredient to craft the actual potion. The final ingredient, again, goes in the top slot. Now, I'm sure there's a beautiful chart on either the Minecraft Reddit or the Minecraft Wiki that deals with potion making. You should probably look that up because, again, there are a lot of different potions, and each potion is crafted in a different way. In fact, some potions skip the whole awkward potion step. To make a strength potion, you'll need a blaze powder. Now, once you brew your potion, you can actually add more ingredients like redstone to increase your potion's duration. But that's basically how you make potions. There's a lot more to it, but those are the basics. The next question has to do with these guys right here. The question is, how do you get a wither skull? Now, to get a wither skull, first you'll need to find wither skeletons, then you'll have to get rid of them. But you should probably get rid of them with a looting 3 sword, because without looting, a wither skeleton has a 2.5% chance to drop a wither skeleton skull. That's not very good. If you have a looting 3 sword, 2.5% becomes 5.5%. Still not very good, but better than 2.5%. If you're trying to find wither skeleton skulls, be patient. It could take some time. A lot of people actually seem to be wondering about zombie pigmen and their relationship to the wither. The wither does not care about zombie pigmen, and no, zombie pigmen will not heal the wither. Yeah, that seems to be a common question. No, they don't heal the wither at all, and normally the wither wouldn't even be attacking the zombie pigmen. They all just died because the wither blew up. But yeah, zombie pigmen and the wither, they're not friends, but they're not really enemies. I don't know what this wither is doing. Usually they will just ignore zombie pigmen. This is a crazy wither. Our next question has to do with nether portal linking, admittedly a somewhat confusing thing. Now, 1 block in the nether is not equal to 1 block in the overworld, meaning you can use the nether for pretty rapid, long distance transportation. And in fact, I just got a pretty good advancement right there. I guess I've traveled 7 kilometers with this portal here. It's actually pretty cool. And thankfully, this cool mechanic is actually pretty easy to work with as well. 1 block in the nether is equal to 8 blocks in the overworld. This is probably best explained by example. Let's say you have a nether portal at 0, 0 in your world, and you've already gone into it, everything like that, it's set. Now let's say you want to link this first portal up to, I don't know, we'll keep it easy, 64, 64 again in the overworld. First, head into the nether. After you're in the nether, divide your desired overworld coordinates, so 64, 64, by 8, each one. So once we do that, we have 8, 8. Head to 8, 8 in the nether, build another portal, and go through it. You should be linked up. The Y coordinate is relevant, but not entirely at the same time. You don't have to divide the Y coordinate by 8, you should probably just try and get to a similar location in the Y coordinate. So if you're in the nether at Y30, you can probably expect your nether portal to generate in a cave system in the overworld. If you're way up at Y70, well, then that nether portal should probably end up being on the surface. Nether portal linking is actually pretty easy. Just remember, divide overworld coordinates by 8, go there in the nether. And our final question today has to do with this stuff right here. This is nether quartz. A lot of people, or at least enough for this question to come up, seem to be wondering about this stuff. What is nether quartz for? Well, nether quartz can be used to craft some of the most beautiful blocks in the game. These blocks are the quartz blocks. They're the white blocks on screen right now. They look really, really nice, and seriously, they're amazing for building. Now, nether quartz is also used in the crafting of a few redstone blocks. The blocks are the observer, the daylight sensor, and the comparator. These blocks are pretty useful. Now, nether quartz can also be used to craft granite and, oh god, what is it? It can be used to craft that other stuff too, but that would be a really bad use of nether quartz. Don't combine nether quartz with cobblestone to make diorite. This is a bad idea, and it's probably actually a bad idea to combine diorite with nether quartz to make granite as well. That would just be a really bad use of this stuff. So when you find nether quartz, you should probably think quartz blocks or redstone related stuff. As a fun little bonus, expert level stonemason villagers have a 2/3 chance to trade 12 nether quartz for 1 emerald in Java Edition, and on Bedrock Edition, that trade will always be there, so you don't necessarily have to go into the nether to find this stuff. And so those are some of the most Googled, the most searched questions about the Nether. If you were one of the people asking these questions, hopefully now you know if you didn't find it the first time you were looking for some reason. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're newer to Minecraft, you probably learned something. If you're a pro, you probably didn't, but I still hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. That stuff really helps me out a lot, like more than you even realize. My name is Waddles, so thank you very much for watching. Today, I'd like to send a big shout out to my patron, Fred Monster. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you all in the next one. Stay cool. Goodbye.